Hey guys, Gamer C here, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This will actually be the final episode of the series. I'll be getting the last bucket ending as well as the epilogue. Many, many years later. Now, by the way, this takes place directly after the Memory Zone ending. This takes place directly after Stanley wandered off into that desert. So there's no narrator dialogue. Still a pretty good, solid, ending, though. Pretty sure that the bucket would like this. Nice fire. So nice. Yeah, I think I should be going the other way. Fight my way through the sandstorm. So nice. So very nice. The sunset. Wait, is that the memory zone? Wait, the escape pod. The bucket did escape. Bucket, you made it. The memory zone? Stanley Parable 2? What happened here? The memory zone's completely destroyed. Man, it's completely destroyed. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, but which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originally, I mean, with where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole, who cares? Where are the new endings about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. Actually, it technically gives you that ending. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting, a welcome retrieve from... Wonder how the narrator would react. But however, I'm pretty sure that the narrator is dead. These other few don't work. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but disastrous, crucial, and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions. As outlined in a press release they published today, it's clear that the Stanley Parable is not what the fans want. Reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes out to promise and to preserve artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans for our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. And I can't read the rest of that. The gym buttons. Wait, this one says Stanley. Finally, a button that actually says Stanley's name. Okay. Gym buttons, more like Stanley buttons. Gotta press that Stanley button one more time. There we go, I pressed Stanley 3 times. Since he likes the number 3. $26 out of 6. What's down here? Wait, The Office? I just found The Office in an abandoned state. The Two Doors. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Okay, Bucket, let's see what this says. Hello again. It's nice to see you. It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not that hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we are gonna make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we'll do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and Gandhi. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Temple of Escape. Temple of Escape sounds cool. Stanley Parable 3, Temple of Escape. It's absurd, I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. Nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? We should go forward with this plan? I like it, but do you have a say as well? Let's do it. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. You know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing the narrator never found a way to give you that broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Right there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We need to keep this train going. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep that world turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, enter the current time. I'll be right back. It's 11:28 p.m. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Okay, but however, there are a couple things that we missed. For a start, we need to get that achievement.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had.
And then we have to get the last bucket ending. Then we'll be done with the game.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all.
That's literally exactly what they added in.
Fully-fledged sequel, an entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I
Anyways,
haven't quite
guys,
nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
anyways,
I
guys,
figure that if I can loosely organize
I'll tell you once he's finished talking.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Well, anyways, the reason why it's called the original remake is because it's technically a remake of a 2011 game known as the Stanley Parable Half-Life 2 mod.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement
Yeah.
that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technique
2011.
to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come
The
to
2013 version was a remake of the 2011 one.
given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yep, it's fixed.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley,
I got it.
Fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
Since I already played this game before, I've already gotten the achievement.
Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Okay, now I'll go get that final bucket ending.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yeah. Now I have the ability to jump. I just did that in order to speed up the video.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
We're gonna get the last bucket ending.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, here we go. New memory zone. We can visit the new content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait, Stanley, I've just now realized that bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
Yep, this is the last ending we need.
Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
Yep.
Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order. What order are all of these endings arranged in exactly? Oh, bloody hell, this game is far too complicated. Wait, So this means you must have already been to my exhibit on the Stanley Parable too. Because how the infinite hole, the gym button, did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them.
Yep.
They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be? Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game? Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
Yep.
Yes. You carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable! Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you.
You're welcome,
Clinging
narrator.
tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win, I win.
He wins, 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 he wins. He truly does win. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for enjoying my Stanley Parable series. I hope you enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed making it. Well, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.